So yesterday we worked on inferring, and that's a really hard skill, and we're going to practice that some more. And if you get a chance to go on, there's some lessons on the website that might help. Today we're going to talk about reading fluently. Some of you have set fluency as your goal for the year, and when I met with you and did my reading interviews, a lot of you said, I want to get better at reading out loud. Well, one way you can get better at reading out loud is by reading punctuation correctly. What I notice often is students are trying to read too fast, and they go right past the punctuation. So, readers can read fluently by reading the punctuation correctly. We're going to talk about just two types of punctuation today. First one is the end punctuation, and that's where we know we are going to stop, right? Most of you are pretty good at that and pretty good at stopping. Where you have problems is the pause. And when we pause in a sentence, we pause where there are commas or semicolons. Okay? If you don't pause where there's a comma, it can sometimes change the meaning. It definitely makes it hard to understand. Okay? Let me write a sentence here, and let me show you how the meaning can change. If we read that sentence without that pause, let's see Grandma.
Let's see Grandma.
We definitely need to pause, right? Let's eat, Grandma. See the difference?
Yeah.
Now, you guys are laughing, but that's sometimes how you guys read. You don't pay attention to the punctuation, and then it changes the meaning. That comma could save Grandma's life. So, we need to get better at commas, but I want to make sure we really understand this idea of the end marks, because not only do we stop at the end marks, our voice changes when we're reading out loud. And that's part of being fluent. So, when we have punctuation plus your voice, it helps with meaning also. And it makes it sound better. So, with an exclamation point, your voice goes up. No way!
Your voice went up. Yeah.
Sounds way different than no way. No way? That was kind of a question one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How about a period? With the period, your voice drops. I like dogs. And with a question mark, your voice goes up and pauses. Do you like pizza? So the way you read punctuation makes you more fluent. So readers read fluently by reading punctuation correctly. We're going to practice this punctuation. We're going to practice with an exclamation point and a question mark. So I want you to turn knee to knee. Partner one, give me a thumb. Oh, guys, you need to be able to see the wall. Oh. Turn so you can see the wall, please. Okay, partner one. You're going to read this part here with the question mark. And I want to hear your voice do what?
Go up.
Go up. Partner two, you're going to read this part with the exclamation points, and your voice will go up, but you don't pause on those ones like you do with a question, okay? So partner one will be Carlos, and you're just going to read what Carlos says and make it kind of sound like it should, like a question. So partner one. Turn knee to knee, you guys, please. Okay, solve the problem. Look how these guys are sideways, and then they can turn their head and they can see that. Could you please sit that way? You guys need to rotate your bodies just a bit. Journey, your bottom needs to be right here. Come on, keep coming. Now, can you see that? Did that solve the problem, Anton? All right, partner one. You're gonna read it. Are you ready to read it to make it sound like it should? Go ahead and begin.
You mean if we can kind of
Stop. My turn. You mean if we can find the kind of food ladybugs and spiders eat, we'll find Spot, Whirly, and Fang? Read it with me. You mean if we can find the kind of food ladybugs and spiders eat, we'll find Spot, Whirly, and Fang? My turn to read the exclamation points. Absolutely. So let's get dirty. Take chances. It's time to find our bugs. Do it with me. Absolutely. So let's get dirty. Take chances. It's time to find our bugs. Partner one, try it again. Make it sound like it's supposed to using the punctuation. Go.
You mean if we can find the kind of frogs and spiders and find Spot, Whirly, and Fang? It's time to find our bugs. Take chances. It's time to find our bugs.
Now you got it. Now switch. The other person gets to be Carlos and the other one gets to be the Frizz. Are you ready?
Okay.
Go.
You mean if we can find a kind of food ladybugs and spiders, we'll find Spot, Whirly, and Fang? Absolutely. Let's take chances. So let's get dirty. Take chances. It's time to find our bugs.
Back to me, please. You see the difference when you use punctuation, okay? So our brain has to do lots of things. We have to read, we have to scan, and we have to look at the kind of in marks so we know what our voice is going to do. We have to pause, we have to stop. All kinds of things are happening when we read out loud. So we're going to just keep practicing and looking at different ways to make us become more fluent. And so today, what I'd like you to do for homework tonight is read a section of your book out loud to someone, practicing using punctuation the way that you're supposed to. With end marks, with your voice going up for an exclamation point, or your voice dropping for a period, and your voice going up and pausing for questions. If you practice using punctuation correctly, you will become a more fluent reader. This is something that we're not going to try in class today. We just tried it here. Often on fluency lessons, we have to take on one of our other strategies. So get out your notebook. Turn to the topics for notebooks. Some of you put it right on the very back page. Some of you just have it in your strategies. Pick something to do today. Some of us have favorites that we'd like to do. Turn neat and neat as soon as you have it and let your partner know what you're going to try today during reading.
What you need to change what will happen next. And my topic for me, what I'm going to do is how it reminds me of another book maybe. Because some books remind me of others. And I'm going to do what you predict, what will happen next. Because I've never done that before.
Okay, back to me. All of you picked different things than your partners for the most part. Remember, to become a better fluent reader, to read more fluently, there's lots of ways you could say that. If you want to become more fluent when you read, you need to read punctuation correctly. And the way to do that is practice. So when you're practicing reading tonight, try reading the punctuation correctly. Today in class, you're gonna choose, you've chosen something to work on, and that's what you're gonna write in your notebook today, is the one that you chose. When we come back to share, you're gonna share with your partners exactly what you told them you was gonna do. Off you go.